Well, I'm not sure if you can tell or not, but it's been really interesting tonight. I started about 1:30. I came outside here in the morning on Wednesday, the 8th of October, 2016. And when I had first come out at 1:30 in the morning, thereabouts, there was this circle around the moon with clouds. Or it was one cloud, it looked like. It looked like the moon was sitting there, and if I put my hand out at arm's length from my face, and I put my thumb on the moon, and if I could just turn my hand all the way around, the clouds were about the thickness of my thumb as well, extended from the end of my face, but they completely encircled the moon. It was like somebody painted it there. That was around 1:30 in the morning. So then around 4:01 I came back out, and it was just starting to eclipse just a little bit for this blood moon. And what was peculiar was that there was a half circle around the moon toward the northwest side, but not much toward the west. It was more northerly, but a little toward the west. There was, from where the half circle was around the moon going toward the north, it looked like a umbilical cord or a silver cord or something that first started out as it looked like a man, or that had some kind of authority, or somebody ready to blow a horn is what it kind of looked like. And I'm not into clouds, okay? I'm not worshiping clouds. I'm just saying what they was, okay? And it turned into a dragon, and I'm like, wow, that, from the wind currents, it turned into this great big, looked like a Chinese dragon out in one of their celebrations going down a street. And on the other side of the moon, where the circle had ended, the half circle, and it pointed more toward the southeast, was this woman, it looked like, in a burqa that was turned away and walking or running or something. So then I came out at a little bit after that time, and I took another peek out here. It was probably about 13 after 4 that I came back out, come to think of it, because that's the time that I seen on the computer when I went to answer another question. And when I took a look up in the sky, it was no longer anything circular going around the moon, but it looked like a giant eagle. That the moon was kind of like as a the heart, where the heart would be, is where this giant eagle was. And now when I came out the door here, it was somewhere back around 4:27, I guess. And I looked up, and I had to go ahead and get my camera. Okay, there's no way I could go without it this time, hoping I can actually capture what is up there right now. But there's this cloud that looked like, when I first got here, now it's more in the guy's elbow, but the cloud looked like a giant being, and he has his head in his the back of his head toward the east here. His face was toward the west, and he was holding the moon in his right hand. Okay, this is what the clouds looked like. And once again, I don't go by, you know, signs in the clouds. We're to look for the signs that are in the moon, the stars, and the sun, that I'm doing actually right now here with this blood moon, because Scripture does talk about the blood moon. So, and I'm rejoicing on this first day of the feast that once again started Tuesday night as sundown. That was October 7th, and your Creator, even Jesus Christ, okay, if you look in the Scriptures, Jesus invites you to come to His feasts. Jesus wants you to do what He tells you to do. You know, but the very few people who say that Jesus is in the Scriptures, even though they're supposed to do what Jesus tells them to do. In fact, they say they believe in Jesus, but they, you know, they do what He tells them not to do, and that He's got to be loving with this unconditional love, and He's going to even rapture them out of the problems that are coming on this planet, that these blood moons are actually warning us of. They're calling out to our attention, hey, look guys, your time is so short. If you don't believe in the sun, you ought to read Luke chapter 19. 1 through verse 27, inclusive of verse 27, because it speaks about those who are hot and cold, and then again those that are lukewarm. And he talks about it in the parables of the 10 pounds or talents. He made these individuals very wealthy with knowledge, and you know, depending on the degree of the understanding that they took on themselves, and with what was given them, how much they gave back, well, that depended on how they were given to when they were rewarded. And then it also talks about the lukewarm ones, which are those that do not even believe that there is a Messiah, regardless if you call him Jesus or Buddha or any of these others names, Yahshua, you know, Yahushua, or whatever name you may call on him. He's going, everybody that calls on him does, from one degree to another, do what he says. But then when you get preaching that all the laws were done away with and the commandments were done away with, that's kind of like when you're getting into the area of adding to and taking from the Scriptures. And if you don't believe what the Son said, then you don't believe in him, so you never wanted him to reign over you at all. And that brings you to what it talks about in Luke 19 verse 27. And I can't wait to get this here posted on YouTube. I don't really hardly know what I was even speaking of here, because it's about 4:40 in the morning, I would have to say, by now, or maybe even later, here in Clyde, Texas, from where I'm shooting this. I do not know the time right now. Actually, I left my cell phone in the house, but this is the blood moon that is coming about for the Feast of Tabernacles, Thursday 7th. It started at sunset, and it is the first day of the Feast of Tabernacles from Tuesday, October 7, 2016, or 2014. I'm looking so forward to 2016, it's unbelievable. Got 2 more to go when Yahshua returns. I'm hoping it will be the second one when that'll come again here in Tabernacles of 2016. But today, which is Wednesday, October 8th, from sundown on Tuesday until sundown today, is the first day of the Feast of Tabernacles. So I hope that any of you that may have forgot about it or don't know about it, I hope that you'll consider this. I mean, this is a day of rest, and this is a feast that Yahweh and Yahshua promise they'll be here with us if we open our doors to them. So with that, I'd just like to say peace, and I mean it. Let's keep the commandments and the laws, and what a marvelous blood moon we got coming. See if I can't get this up as quick as possible. Until then, please check out everything that I say, especially this one. Check out everything I say according to the scriptures. If it's true, keep it. And if it's not, you know, just like any other preacher you might listen to, and I'm not a preacher, I don't teach or anything, I'm just sharing with you what I am and what I do. I got 139,999 brothers out there, and they know what I'm doing. So I say peace to y'all. Study it out. Hold fast to that which is righteous. And just like if I was a lying preacher and you thought that I said something that was wrong and you could prove it to yourself using men's words, well, spit it out like a bone, and but hold on to that which you could actually chew. See you later. Bye-bye.